until my will runs dry. And I
Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Fifi. If you're new here, welcome. Hi, how are you doing? If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to the family, baby. So on today's video, I'll be giving you guys a story time. If you see by the title, guys, we are going through a lot as a country. Okay, my point. So I'm gonna be doing my makeup. We're gonna talk. There's a lot of things that we need to discuss. So this is the year 2020. I met one wonderful gentleman. He texted me. He texted me on Instagram. I like that he was very forthcoming, you know. So he texted me, and on that message, he was very intentional. He was already playing out. It was like, yo, I like you, and I want to get to know you, and I think you and I can go somewhere or can do something. So, okay, cool. I'm already agreeing to it. I'm like, okay, I mean, you seem to be a nice guy, and the fact that you didn't just send me a hi, how are you message, you were direct. And please, guys, if there are any guys watching this video, please, don't hi us in our DMs. Please, just say what you want to say and let's keep it moving. Don't be taking all 5 years just to get to the point. Anyway, so this guy came, he was like, hey, this is my name, and I want to get to know you, and I would like that we, start something together. So him and I started off, talk every day. He would call me in the morning. He would, always check up on me, making sure that I am okay. He did the most, and I felt like a princess. Yeah, we started talking at that time and vibing over the phone. We hadn't met yet. And when I insisted that we meet, he was really on time. I want to get to know you first before we can actually meet. So this is we started talking around November. Yeah. So we had like a good 1 month getting to know each other. So we met around the Christmas holiday, and he asked that he wanted to join me and my friends, because he asked me what my plan was. So I told him, okay, I'm going to be with my friends. We're going to this place. And he was like, okay, cool. We'll join you. I'll join with one of my friends. So we went with the girls. We went out. And I made sure I looked good that day. I made sure that day I looked good. So we got to the place, and unfortunately we couldn't meet. He couldn't come over there because he was stuck in traffic. So he asked that we meet at another place, another location. So we went to a different location, and then we went for dinner there. So it was me and my girls, and then his other friend we came with. So we decided to order food. It was nice. We spent the time just talking, and the excitement of seeing someone you have just been talking to for some time, and you just want to, just be there. So that was us. We were talking for a very long time, and then we decided to move to another location. So fast forward, New Year's comes by, and we decided to plan for New Year's. So we decided to do like activities. We went out. We did a lot of we did a lot of activities like within the city. So we hit it off like really quickly. So as the months went by, they say you just need to give things time. Me out. He even got me a portrait thingy with flowers and stuff like that for Valentine's. It was something I really appreciated about him. He made sure that he got me really good gifts. So a couple of months passed by, and in a relationship you have to somehow, quote unquote, be open and honest about who you are. So we talked a lot about the past, my past, his past. We talked about where we, or rather what we stand for, where we come from. So just to appreciate what it is that we're doing here. We talked marriage. We talked so many future plans that we had. We were so goal orientated. It was great. I will not lie to you. And the reason I'm saying this is because in the little amount of time I spent with him, I got to see that he was someone who loved family so much. Hence, we would have such conversations. He would tell me a lot about his family. I would do the same. It was great. So months passed by and we're all in the love zone. So months passed by and we started having minor fights. The fights were not really that intense. They were mainly fights about who doesn't do what and who does what. So because I loved him and I wanted us to work, I just believed that, whatever this is to make sure we're okay, I'll do it. This guy made sure that he cut me off from all my friends. My friends had no access to me whatsoever. They would call me, be like, let's go out, and he would be on why are you going with them when we should be spending time together? Now his narcissism side was coming out. He decided then to, we'll do things together. We'll go out together, we travel together, we'll do all those. So we planned so many trips together. The fights became very intense that I would, I couldn't talk to anyone. So I would literally cry myself to sleep every day, just trying to understand what's going on here. And then he would come back the next day and then, he would try and brush things off, try and act like nothing happened. And the thing is, this guy, he was so smart or so good in what he did, because even if I would try to cry out or try to ask for help, there was nothing bad about this guy. Like in the eyes of people, in the eyes of anybody, he was the perfect boyfriend. So fast forward, he became very emotionally abusive. He would scream at me, he would call me names, he would say all the crazy things you could ever think of. And it would get to me because I'm like, you're supposed to be my safe haven, and here you are trying to paint me as a bad person. But he would make sure that he would literally rub it in my face that, you are who you are because of me. So we then decided to seek a psychologist, or like a every time I think about this I laugh, because the funny thing is our issues were not things we could not fix amongst ourselves. It was just a thing of we couldn't find a common ground. We couldn't find an understanding because he was right in his own way, I was right in my own way, but we never seemed to make sense of what it is that we would both say. So we had to seek a psychologist, and the first session we had, tell me why this guy, even after the session that we had, he would still come and be like, I don't even see the point of us having, when he's the one that suggested it. Guys, I was not okay. Like, you want us to go for therapy, but you come back and tell me you don't think it's gonna work, then what are we even doing? Do you get my point? So this guy, so we then decide to if therapy doesn't work out, we will just wing it. We'll just wing it. Anyway, things got really heated and we would still continue fighting repeatedly, like this was now. And every morning you wake up and you find a long message type of thing. And the funny thing is, or the sad part is that it was always a blocking, you block me or block it type of thing, which is toxic. Like, you want to block me and then tomorrow you tell me you love me. Make it make sense. So it was a blocker, everywhere blocker. It was like, what are we doing here? We're wasting each other's time. So this is now 8 months into the relationship. I tell this guy, I'm like, look, I'm done. I cannot do this. I'm tired of this back and forth fighting. I'm tired that we have to be going through the same thing each and every week, each and every month. I'm tired. He told me, you are not leaving me. Tell me why this man was like, you are not leaving me. I tried so many times to leave, and I always found myself back. So bad that there came a time where we shared like an account, a Gcash account. It's more like a banking app where you can save money and stuff like that. So we shared an account together, and it was under my name, so he had access to it. He had a card. So the one time that I was done with him, quote unquote, I changed the passwords and blocked him everywhere because I was done with the man. And I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. And when that happened, tell me why this guy went to create a dummy account to text me and be like, and tell me, I want the money that's in that account. Do you know that that's my money? Guys, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. So yeah, we went on a trip. Not really a trip, but it was like it was a day trip type of thing. We went to the beach, and he told me that we had a fight that day. And then I told him, like, you know what, babe, I don't think I want to go, but because you're insisting that we go, we should just go. And we went on the trip. We got there. It was nice. He was cold. So I just brushed it off. So we went on the trip and we had fun that day. Unfortunately, we got into a car accident after that. And because at this moment, we were going through a lot, the trauma, the stress. He had to pay bills. I had to pay hospital bills. We were just in a hot mess. And at this point, this is when my family got to meet him, because at that time I was very sick. I couldn't take care of myself, so he was practically there to take care of me. Anyway, so after that whole thing, the understanding was that we would be fine, or rather, this would be an opening, a new chapter to our problems, or to a solution to our problems, that we'll finally find our way back to each other. And there were times when I would look back at him and be like, we've been through a lot. Let's just squash everything and just move on. I was constantly stressed out. I had suicidal thoughts. I was just in a very, very scary space that I still ask myself how I got out of it. So the day that we broke up, I had just moved out of my house. I had started staying with a couple of friends, and he wasn't having it because he thought he could have control of my life. He could control who I see and who I don't see. And that one day, he called me. He asked me where I was. I told him, I'm at a friend's house, and this friend was a guy. So he tells me, he's like, so what are you doing there? I'm like, I'm living here now. He didn't have it. Tell me why this man took his phone, made a call to my family, and told them, do you know your daughter here has been doing her own thing? Tell me why this man comes back to me. He says to me, do you know this problem we have? We can have it sorted out in a split second. Meaning to say, do you know if you just come back to me, we fix things, I will retract what I said. I looked at the message. I said, you are an ass. Like, what? Who thinks like that? what kind of next level crazy are you? Because I'm like, why are you like this though? Why? She's like, no, I can fix your problem. Just come back, we fix things, and that's it. That's when I knew I'm done with this man. Because I kept saying I'm done and I'm not done, but this time I was done. The fact that he had to cross that line was not cutting it for me. And he said to me, according to him, he was doing all of this in good faith because he cares for my needs. But it was not enough. It was not the end of it all, because he still had another plan. He was cooking another plan. This guy, like I said, we had connected. He had access to the savings account I told you about, the savings account. So this guy, what he did was he connected his savings account. He connected his phone to my savings account. So every time there was money in my account and he had anything to purchase, it would always deduct. So he made my life a living hell. I just had to recently shut down the account because he was attempting to get money. So I would make sure I'd empty that account just so that if he tries to get money out of it, it doesn't work. Because at first I thought it was my account or my phone was trying to get money or I was paying for something. But I even had to call the people and tell them, yo, money's getting on my account, and they had no answer because they're like, but it's coming from you, it's yours. So yeah, guys, after God, fear men. No, for real, fear men, because that other agenda, how their brains work, you will never understand. So yes, it was a very, very toxic relationship. I'm not trying to make my experience the worst, but in my opinion, that's just how I felt. I have never had to deal with such a person of narcissistic behavior. And for those who are probably asking, this guy was Nigerian. I'm not gonna try and stereotype people in any way. But my jollof guys, those people, what I heard, they will hurt you. So yeah, my experience with the jollof, sorry, Nigerian man, was crazy. So anyway, moving on. So I would lie, there were times I actually thought of cheating on this guy, mainly because I thought, what's the point of being loyal to someone who cannot be loyal to you, cannot be real with you about how they feel or where they stand in life. In that space of time we were together, a lot happened, and I believe we were never going to work out, because not only about his narcissism stuff, but also religion-wise. But I guess fate had its own plans. It meant that we were never going to work out, that we were just fighting a losing battle, and we were never going to move on from our past hurt, because he would always project his, my ex used to do this, and which means if you do this, is the same thing. And it was never going to work out. Took me to break, literally at my breaking point, until I was able to see that, man, oh man, this man is not good for me. Question is, where's my headspace at? I'm very much starting to understand who I am and what I want and where I'm headed to in terms of relationships. So yeah, I'm still figuring that out, figuring out how to live this life. But so far so good, so far so good. I'm not complaining about where I stand now. As for him, I don't care where he is. I'm so unbothered. I'm definitely not gonna be run over by anybody else, and I won't have to be apologetic about who I am. So if he wants to keep doing what he was doing, that's on him. But yeah, guys, basically that's it. So yeah, makeup's done, and I've come to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please, if you want to say something in experience, comment on anything that you believe you'd want someone to know, or the advice you want to give me, or whatever it is you want to just say in the comment section. Just throw it out there. We'll have like a little chat about it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.